Well, Murders at Karlov Manor has been out for over a week now. Let's see how those cards are impacting prices. This video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now, you can pre-order Outlaws of Thunder Junction and Magic the Gathering Universe Beyond Fallout products at their website. Plus, they have a whole lot of other great items to check out. Remember, shipping is free in the US if your order's over $100 or consists only of singles. Plus, you no longer need any promo code at the website. The savings is built right into the prices now. Same great prices, same great products, and same great service without the extra step. Find their link in the description below. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to this latest episode of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. It is time again to look at the top 10 hottest cards of the week. Now, we base our top 10 hot cards on two things: percentage increase in value and the increase in number of sales that we've seen over the course of the week. And like I said in the intro, Murders at Karlov Manor are playing a big role in the price jumps we're seeing this week. We even have some cards from that new set here. Couple things before we look at our top 10 though. I do want to say thank you to Todd Branch, who gave a very generous super thanks tip last week during our Tuesday video. Thank you, Todd. Really appreciate all the support you've given the channel, and I just couldn't do it without viewers like yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, I do want to give a shout out to one of our new YouTube members, Joseph Capitani. Thank you for being our first Hero and Legend tier YouTube member. Again, Joseph has showed a ton of support for the channel recently, and I can't thank you enough, Joseph. Thank you so much for everything. I truly appreciate it. And finally, one more quick thing. As you know, this video is sponsored by FlipsideGaming.com. And right now, you can go there. They're having a flash sale on Outlaws of Thunder Junction pre-orders. They have some good prices there. Check that out. But you can also pick up a lot of other things. You can pre-order the Fallout Commander decks there right now. And they got tons of other stuff. So definitely check out their website. Remember, if your order's over $100 or it consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. Also remember, you don't have to put in the Heroes promo code anymore. They no longer have the promo codes active on the website. So you still get the same great prices, same great service, same great products, just without that extra step. And having said that, without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 10 is Taunt from the Rampart. This goes up 261 this week to 724. That's a 56% increase. This is from the Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth, Riders of Rohan Commander deck. And it's hot now because a lot of Commander players want this to upgrade one of the Murders at Karlov Manor Commander decks, the one called Blame Game. While others want it for fresh builds around the front-facing Commander from there, let's take a look. It's Nelly Borka Impulsive Accuser. Some other Commander players are building around Aurelia the Law Above from the main set, or Voja Jaws of the Conclave, which is one of the pre-release promo cards. In the end, we'll have to see which one becomes the most popular, but for right now, as you can see, there's a lot of extra incentive to pick up Taunt from the Rampart. Number 9 is Underground Mortuary. This goes up $278 this week to $8.88. That is a 46% increase, and this is our first card actually from Murders at Karlov Manor on our top 10 today. And this might not be too surprising. I do think these Surveil lands have been very popular out of the gate. Players are trying them out in a lot of different places. In fact, this is one of two you're going to see in our top 10 today. But I've seen this one in particular showing up in standard builds, Pioneer decks, Modern, Legacy, as well as Commander too. But one of the decks that really is interested in this card in Modern is Yawgmoth. Additionally, I've seen Legacy players using this in Reanimator, and a variant of Reanimator that's running World Gorger Dragon. Over the coming weeks and months, we'll have to see how prevalent these lands are in the various formats and the various decks, but I do think these will continue to see a lot of play. This one in particular will most likely see continued play in Yawgmoth. It will be interesting to see how their role shapes up in the coming weeks. Number 8 is Temporary Lockdown. This goes up $2.99 this week to $6.98. That is a 75% increase. So this continues to be a highly played Standard and Pioneer card, plus it shows up in Modern builds too at times. Some of the biggest decks that run this include Standard Domain and Azorius Control, as well as Pioneer Azorius Control and Hidden Strings. With all the play this is seeing and is continuing to see as we move into the new Standard, no surprise that this card remains hot. Number 7 is our second Surveil land that I promised. This is Thundering Falls. It goes up $3 to $8.50 for a 55% increase. And just like the last Surveil land we looked at, this is being used in Standard, Pioneer, Legacy, Modern, and Commander. The biggest decks using it currently are actually Modern Crashing Footfalls, Murktide Regent, and Living End. Again, I feel like players are still trying to figure out the places to put these and where they make sense and how many. but this one is quickly becoming a part of some big modern decks. Number 6 is Broadside Bombardiers. This goes up 434 this week to 1623. That's a 37% increase. This is from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan commander deck, Ahoy Mateys, which you can play against your Mind Flayers deck that you already purchased, I'm sure. So this sees Commander play in a few builds. The most popular is Admiral Brass Unsinkable, which makes sense since they came in the same precon. And this card is also known to show up in Vintage Rakdos Prison, but the real story here is how much legacy play this thing gets. The two biggest decks that run this in that format are Goblins and Mono Red Prison. Both of those typically run 4 copies in the main, and because of that, this card from a Commander product continues to remain hot. Number 5 is Hollow Henge Overlord. This goes up 555 this week to 1914. That's a 41% increase. This is the second week in a row the Innistrad Crimson Vow Set Booster Commander card has been on our Hot 10 list. And if you remember, it had been seeing some Commander play, usually in Tovolar Dire Overlord builds, but now a new card from Murders at Karlov Manor is encouraging players to go back and grab this. Many Commander players are putting this in builds around the pre-release card we saw earlier, Voja Jaws of the Conclave. Number 4 is Unexplained Absence. This goes up $5.60 to $7.71. That is a 265% increase. So this is from the Murders at Karlov Manor Deadly Disguise Commander deck, and it's not just seeing play in builds around the front-facing Commander from that deck, which sure it is. That card is Kaust Eyes of the Glade. But it is a card many Commander players are interested in getting for different builds, including yet again Voja Jaws of the Conclave. Because of that, Unexplained Absence starts out hot right out of the gate. We'll have to see if that momentum maintains as more copies get into circulation, but spot removal that hits all opponents is really good in Commander. Number 3 is Shalyn Halar. This goes up $8.01 to $9.90. That is a 424% increase if you're doing the math at home. This is the foil copy we're talking about today that's found in the March of the Machine Call for Backup Commander deck. It has been a fairly popular Commander, and it's been in the 99 of a number of builds or two, like Bright Palm Soul Awakener, for example, which again stands to reason since they're both in the same precon. Now, though, there are new reasons for many players to pick this up. One reason, once again, is, you guessed it, Voja Jaws of the Conclave, but the other card pushing it is Slime Against Humanity. That one is from the Karlov Manor main set. Shalyn Halar is already a popular option for some players building around this new card that breaks the deck limitation rules. Number 2 is an older card yet to be reprinted. This is Trickbind. It goes up $8.25 to $17. That's a 24% increase. Now sure, this has seen some Commander play in the past. Sometimes it's in Talion the Kindly Lord, for example, but Modern is really the format that's pushing this price currently. Some of the Azorius control builds recently began running a couple copies of this in the sideboard. In fact, we saw this in the Azorius control build that came in 3rd place in last week's Modern Regional Championship tournament in Ottawa. A week later, supply of this card starts to dry up and prices jump. And finally, coming in at number 1 is Trouble in Pairs. This goes up $11.49 to $29.38. That's a 64% increase. So this is from the Murders at Karlov Manor Blame Game Commander deck. Many were calling this the best Commander card to come out with the new set, and it's even been compared quite often to Rhystic Study. As you can imagine, it's seeing a lot of play already. It's in fresh builds around Nelly Borka Impulsive Accuser, that of course is the front-facing Commander from its precon, but other players wanted to upgrade the Deep Blue Sea Commander deck, and still others wanted in fresh builds around that front-facing Commander, Morska Undersea Sleuth. But wait, there's more. Trouble in Pairs is also in decks around a couple cards from the main set, Aurelia the Law Above, and Teysa Opulent Oligarch. Plus it's showing up often in another new build. This is a Commander build around Commander Mustard from the Ravnica Clue Edition product. The bottom line here, though, is that Trouble in Pairs is just a solid white Commander card that is going to keep popping up in more and more builds. It may see ups and downs here or there, but I anticipate the price of the card will stay strong overall. Alright, that is going to do it for this episode of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. Those are our top 10 hot cards, but join us tomorrow. We have another episode coming where we're going to look at the top 10 cold cards. This is your chance to maybe find some deals out there for some cards that are moving down. Also, too, this week we'll continue the Friday streams. Thank you to everybody who joined us last Friday. Had a good time playing a little draft with Murders at Karlov Manor, and we did pretty good. Ended up going 5-3 at the end. Didn't quite trophy. But it was a fun draft, it was a fun deck, and we had a good time. So hopefully you can join us this week. More information to come soon. I want to settle on a time, but Thursday I'll be doing a special private stream for gold patrons, as well as the Hero and Legend tier YouTube members. Most likely it's going to be Thursday afternoon, so stay tuned. In the future, maybe we can mix up the times and make sure we find a time where people can get there. We'll kind of see how this goes. It might just be me alone in there playing Magic, but if that's the case, so be it. But we'll get this right definitely as we get going. This is our first one of those, so next month we'll try again and maybe try a different time. But hopefully some of you can make it on Thursday as well. But anyway, with all that being said, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page, as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.